Good morning. We're here. We made it. We're back with another budget video. I know it's been a hot minute. I think it's been like 2 months, right? So I just want to do a little update. I have my little notes right here so I don't forget anything. So first off, how are you guys doing? Have you guys been working on a budget? How hard has it been? How easy has it been? What have you guys done? Let me know in the comments down below so that we can like keep up with each other. That would be great because accountability is key when it comes to trying to succeed at something. Yes, I look a little different. I got a little different hair color here. Last time I talked about paying off some cards and lowering my debt and this and that and my little snowball effect and all of that. Let's just keep it real. It's been real hard. I got my taxes. I did pay off 2 credit cards. I did put my emergency fund, which is $1,000 away. So I have that in the bank. Paid off 2 credit cards. I was gonna pay another chunk towards another card, but I had to get 2 tires and then something on top of that for my car as well. So I had to put money towards that. Yeah, I was gonna get a couch, but I didn't end up getting a couch. There were some things that didn't happen, but that's okay. It's not a setback, it's just a detour. Let's just say that. So I'm very proud. I paid off those 2 cards. I put some money towards like all of my credit cards, like a chunk, a little extra towards all my cards that I have left. So yeah, that was exciting. That's definitely one thing that's helped me not spend on my credit cards is keeping them out of my wallet. That is key. If you are struggling with using your credit cards, put them in a place, even if you have to freeze them in the ice. Freeze them in the freezer. That way you don't get to them. Whatever makes it harder for you to reach them. If you have somebody that you trust, that you can leave it with them. That way it's harder to get. Like you don't see that person every day. You don't live with that person. Whatever you have to do to not spend those cards, I just consciously know don't grab the cards because I know in my head my goal that I want to reach, and I know that if I use those cards, I'm just going backwards, and I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forward. And so that's something I encourage you guys to, is just keep the credit cards out of your wallet at all times. Like literally, it should not even be for an emergency because you should have your emergency fund, right? But if that emergency fund doesn't exist, then of course you're going to fall back on your credit cards, and that will be your emergency money, which we don't want that. The goal is to not have to depend on those credit cards. So that's first. I paid off 2 cards, put a little more money towards the other cards. Still got a big chunk to pay off. Next thing I wanted to talk about is getting rid of my car. So my car payment, here's the thing. My car payment and one of my credit cards minimum payment per month, very close in how much I pay, which is sad. That should tell you a lot. My car payment is not that high, but my credit card, one of my credit cards, because the interest rate is so high, it's almost the same amount that I pay for my car. So I would love to just get rid of that credit card altogether because that alone would help me with my debt. But I thought, let's look into just getting rid of my car, seeing what it's worth, if I'm upside down on it, if I'm not, how much I can get for it, and whatever I can get for it plus difference of what I owe, put it towards just like a cheap car, just pay it straight out and not have a car payment, have lower insurance, lower gas bill, all these things, right? So I actually went to the dealership yesterday, and I'm going to CarMax today. When you see this, I'm not sure, this may be like a week from now. But I went there with like in my head, I knew I wasn't upside down. I knew I had like at least $5,000 to work with, maybe $3,000 to $4,000 because it's a dealership that I would be able to like buy a car with the difference. Get there, they check it out. I have one little, I don't want to call it a ding, but it's like some minor damage that was there from when I purchased it from previously. So that stinks. So that brings the value down, right? And plus, it's just so it's not worth as much as I thought. And so I would be coming out of pocket, even though my payments would be lower, my gas bill would be lower because I was looking at a Prius. I don't know. I can't settle on that yet. I don't feel it in my spirit that's the route I need to go. So I'm just going to keep it. We'll see what happens today when I go to CarMax, see what they say. If they say something different and they say that, yeah, they'll buy it for $18,000, $20,000 and I can get a car off the lot for $5,000, I'm done. We're good. I'm taking it. But if not, then I more than likely would just keep my car and do my best to really get that credit card payment down. My mom actually mentioned to me yesterday to try and contact the credit card to see if they can lower my interest rate, since I have always been on time with my payments. I've never missed a payment. See what they say. Maybe they'll work with me. I've had the card for a while and I've always been in good standing. I've never had any negative marks, and that's with all my cards. I've never missed a payment, so I've always been on time. So that's an idea. I'm going to try to do that maybe today if I have time. Give them a call. But as of right now, I still have about, I want to say 20, let's see how much. Let's look it up. Let's be exact, shall we? So I still have about $33,000 in debt, and about $33,000. It's a big chunk, but you know, it is what it is, and that's okay. That's the point of taking baby steps and just doing what you can when you can. I'm consciously every day just visualizing myself debt free. I am just taking the time to just be grateful for what I have. Yeah, it's hard right now, but I just have faith and I trust that it'll get taken care of. It may take longer than most, but that's okay. This is my journey. This is my debt-free journey, and everybody's debt-free journey looks different. So if you are on a debt-free journey, I want you to make sure that you aren't looking at someone else's journey and their success in a short period of time and comparing it to yours, what's taking longer. Just know that everybody's situation is different. Everybody's job, security and their income is different, and some people have kids, some people don't, some people are married, so there's two incomes. There's all kinds of scenarios that you could go all over the place with in your head, but don't. Just stick on your journey and just know that you're on the path to something better for yourself and your future and your family's future. So just have faith in that and just learn to be okay with it. It's a hard pill to swallow every time I think about how much debt I have, but I've stopped thinking about it in such a negative way because I don't want more debt. So I'm thinking of it as like, you know what, that debt helped me to get XYZ. It helped me in hard times, so I was grateful to be able to have those cards at that time when I didn't have an income, when all I had was credit cards, and I was able to buy groceries for my daughter and clothes and food for us, and we can go places. So I'm grateful for those times that I had that card, because if I didn't, then it would have been a much worse situation. So just try to change your perspective on your journey, because everyone's journey is different. On to the next. Currently I am down to one job. So talk about struggle, right? So I am currently just working one job. I work Amazon only, and I resigned from my other position, so that brings my income like in half, and so that makes it even harder. I am looking for work right now. I'm looking for something that is in the marketing, in the social media management position. That's something that I'm very familiar with, something that I enjoy, and so I'm looking for that, and I know it does bring in a pretty good income for something that I like to do. So I'm going to be doing that. Still looking, still trying to find, little ways here and there to make extra money. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? But currently I'm just down to one job. And so that is where I'm at, and so this is part of my journey. And on top of that, here's like some success outside of me letting go of one job, which I feel like that was a success, and I'm actually going to go into a whole separate video talking about like quitting a job and the feels and all of that in a separate video. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe so you make sure you see that next video. My success is I haven't used a credit card since I paid off those 2 credit cards. So it's been over a month and a half, maybe almost 2 months since I've used credit cards. So woo, do all the confetti and cheers and claps, yay. No credit card usage in over 2 months. I've literally paid for everything cash. I did have to dip into my emergency fund to help out with some bills, but that's what it's for, right? It's for emergency. It is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. I have my check that is automatically deposited into my account. Every check, which I get paid weekly, I get $10 taken out of, and I put that into my emergency fund. So right now, because it was depleted a little bit, that $10 every check has been going in there, so it's building back up. And because it's automatic, I don't even realize that it's coming out. So if that's something you struggle with saving, do something small. If it is $10 a check or $20 every check, whatever you can do, whatever you can comfortably think of like replacing, like say $10 a month would be like not paying for Apple Music or not paying for Netflix or something, you know, that you can like cancel in replace of saving. So finding that balance of, you know, what you can get rid of, or even if it's like thinking about it like two Starbucks drinks a week you're not gonna do, that's $10 a week. So that's what, $40 to $50 a month that you're saving just without even thinking about it, because you would have spent that money anyways. So just think of it as, I'm not gonna get 2 coffees this week and I'll just make it at home for those 2 days. Something that you can replace it with so that it doesn't feel so hard and so big. Me just having it automatically taken out is just like mindless. I don't even think about it. I don't even look at that account. I just know that it's going into that account and it's building up. So it's been helpful, and it's helpful for times like this where I don't have that extra job, that extra income, and I can just, if I need to pull that for a bill, then I can pull it for a bill because it's an emergency. Obviously, bills got to get paid, so it's going to get paid. Like I said, my next goal was to try to sell my car, which I don't know if that's actually going to happen. We'll see what happens later today. If I do sell my car, then great. If not, then I will just have to figure out another way to get this credit card bill down. I am just going to contact them to see if they can lower the payment, lower the interest rate for me, since I have been ongoing good standing, and I'm just trying to pay it off. So pray for me, you guys, pray for me, and hopefully I can get that taken care of, because that would be a huge burden off my back, which I don't really carry that burden on my back. I just know it's there. I just know it's a bill I had to pay. Like, I literally have to pay it tomorrow, so there's that. But anyways, I would love to hear about your guys' debt-free journey, or if you guys are debt-free, like, how was the process for you? How long did it take you? Did you have student loans? Thankfully, I don't have student loans, but by the size of my debt, you would think that I do. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I just have like material things to show for my debt, and some things not material. Obviously, groceries, it's gone. They're gone. Okay, can't show them anymore. Alright, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I'm probably just going to do it like once a month, just kind of like a monthly update as far as like my budget is concerned, and, you know, where I'm at, what's happening, all these things. So we'll see what happens. Currently, there's still about a week and a half, about 2 weeks left in April. So I'm looking at my calendar. So I have that time to figure out where this extra money is going to be coming from for rent. And yeah, so we'll see. I'm just having faith, and I'm doing what I have to do and what I can do for now, and we'll see what happens. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe down below if you're not already, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.